Hey, hey, Ryan, buddy.
Yeah,
This list you sent me doesn't have Ego from Ratatouille.
yeah, it does. I'm looking
Where?
at it right now. Middle left.
That's not Anton Ego, you fool. That's
I'm fucking with you.
that's Chef's. Okay, all right, buddy. All right, Bucko. That actually made me mad for a second. That is Chef Skinner. All right. Anyways,
it, when it comes to that section, I don't think they ever have. No, I have not seen any like a tier list that has ego on there. It only has Chef Skinner.
okay, cool. Fun fact: we're gonna keep looking until we find one. Cause I'm not starting this until he's here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Anti-Think Tank podcast. This is episode 35. Yes, I did have a voice crack. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Anyway, before we get started, I do want to say one thing.
It's so funny
Go
when it
ahead.
happens to other people. Go on.
All right, whatever. Anyway, I do want to say one thing before we get this started. Be patient with us as we are still working on Laughing Stocks episode 2. We have made a second sketch, and it is pretty fucking hilarious. We're making the third one here pretty soon, and hopefully you'll see the next episode by end of this month or by the middle of next month. All right, and now I'm done with that. You boys take the turn.
So we want to just move left to right on here, or what?
I say we start with Water Noose and go to Ego.
All right.
All right, so if so, we're doing a tier list here for Disney villains. No Pixar, just Disney.
No, it's Pixar. It's Pixar.
Oh, it's
As well.
Pixar. Oh, okay. I'm retarded.
Yeah,
Moving
Disney
on.
and Pixar. You are totally fine. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of a tier list for Disney and Pixar villains because who doesn't like that? It's connected to our childhoods and connected to just general life, and there's so many great characters here. So, also, how are we doing it? Like, are we going to be having arguments over who ends up in what tier? Because I feel like that's where the fun's going to come in.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, we are starting with Mr. Waternoose from Monsters Inc. How are we feeling?
I say good B tier.
Personally, A tier.
Waternoose for me is A because I find the animation on him to be really, really entertaining.
You know, I always
For
said
me, A tier because like he's a very very strong characterization of the absolute lengths that a corporate head is going to go to in order to satisfy the basically just the company.
Yeah, I agree. And what were you gonna say, Justin?
I originally was going to be very generous and just say B for the moment because we still have a lot to go through. But I do concur. I do believe he belongs in A tier. Like honestly,
And
Yeah.
I like how the animators have all of his eyes closed separately.
And, like the animation department popped the fuck off for him. Monsters Inc. is such a good film, and he is the perfect villain to cap it off with.
Yeah, I think Monsters Inc. is an absolutely wonderful, incredible movie. And I think that while Randall is more entertaining as a villain, he's not on this list. So Waternoose is a more like thematically interesting villain.
Yeah, I think I would rate just as a personal thing. I would probably rate Randall at like B tier, but he's an A tier for like just the thematics and character writing.
Absolutely. So I say we land on A. And I don't know what this next thing is.
That is the villain from Pocahontas. And he has one of the best villain songs in Disney, but he as a character is probably B tier.
All right, Justin, you know anything about Pocahontas? Because I've only seen it once, and I was like two.
yeah, same. I've only seen it once, and I do agree with Ryan though that music is kind of bopping, but it is not worth. It's not worth it A tier. So I say a B.
So, yeah, to explain what his character is, he is a colonial guy who's wanting to make himself very, very rich in the new world. And so he starts a racial conflict with the Native Americans and murders, or at least assists with the murder of one of the natives and attempts
Okay.
to start like an outright war. And
That's an interesting
his
concept.
song his song is called Savages, where the lyrics are complete and total dehumanization, like literally saying savages, savages, barely even human, savages, savages, devils at the core, they're not like you and me, which means they must be evil, we must sound the drums of war, just handing out fucking muskets to people, and it's a fantastic time. But outside of a couple of scenes, he's not as interesting as the Savages song would make him out to be.
Yeah, that song does sound really interesting and really like cool to put that in a kids movie. But are you cool with B tier or C tier?
Yeah, he's a low B for me.
All right, sounds good. This the gargoyle from Fantasia. Never seen Fantasia.
Uh, design wise, S tier. Actual character, D tier.
All right, C it is then.
Yeah, I agree
And
with
I
that.
don't know.
C, I agree with that.
Yeah. Sounds good. I don't know what this thing is.
Neither do I.
Justin.
Puddin' who?
All right, and now we've got.
There's gonna be one person in the comments like, how do you not know him?
How
He
do you
just
not
has the
know?
fucking. He has the fucking wallpaper of him in the background wearing the full costume. Just in full fucking tears right now.
If we were doing this live, that guy would just like absolutely jump into traffic. Poor guy. All right, but now it's
Count
time, boys.
Frollo.
It's time for Claude Frollo himself.
The easiest S tier of my life.
Yeah, nah.
What movie is he from?
In Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I never saw it.
In fire, hellfire.
Hellfire. Now, Gypsy, it's your turn. Like, it's he has the single greatest, like, not even villain song, just Disney song in their entire existence.
And I kid you not, Claude Frollo literally, like, for kids to see that character, I feel like it actually helps young men realize, like, what not to do in romantic relationships. I'm being completely serious.
It also tells people what not to do with religious extremism.
Yeah. Like, his simping for his simping in that movie is just so interesting to watch. And him, like, sniffing her veil, like, he's just so creepy.
Yeah, like he's a character. He believes himself to be above sin, and he realizes that he's lusting after a woman, and has to rationalize it as God just chose like the devil to be stronger than man, and so of course he would give in. So the most logical thing for him to do would be to either indulge in the sin by her quote unquote choice, or to burn her in a pyre.
It's a fantastic movie.
It's to me the best Disney film.
Not personally for me, but thematically, like, everything about, I have nothing against Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, right. The
I don't
villain
know what
from
this thing
Lilo and
is.
Stitch.
I've probably seen the first movie a lot when I was younger. I'm just not a huge fan.
Yeah, I would give him a C.
I would go. So keep in mind, we're just rating the movies. Lilo and Stitch had a long-running TV show afterward where he was a regular character.
Mm.
Going by just his movie, I would say above the Gargoyle in C tier.
Okay, sounds good to me. Charles Muntz from Up.
Low C.
Uh,
I'll reserve my thoughts for a moment.
Okay, so I think let's just all really quickly agree that we all know that the like Up is like the first 10 minutes of it is some of the best of all time, and then it just
Yeah,
becomes a really good movie instead of a masterpiece after that.
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
The first 10 minutes are some of the best animation that has ever been put into a theater, and then afterwards, it gets incredibly overrated by those first 10 minutes.
But the villain here,
Yeah.
the villain here is, to me, like, the whole plot of the whole villain is to never meet your heroes. Of course, that's kind of the
Yeah,
message
yeah,
they're
yeah.
giving out, and it's just
Mhm.
like they build up this character like the very beginning as what's the old man's name again?
Uh, uh, the villain's name is Charles Muntz. The main character's name is Carl.
Yeah, they try to make Carl like idolize this man, and then kind of he's a bad person, whatever. But like the only good side to this villain is like the comedy fight at the end with Carl, where they're all old men fighting each other and like teeth come popping out and shit. That's about it though. Like
Mhm.
character wise, he's not too like intriguing to me.
He gets built up. He gets built up too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think D tier. He does have some disturbing scenes, like just his willingness to kill the child.
Yeah,
that's a
Uh,
good
definitely.
point.
but like the movie would unironically be better if it just removed the villain aspect and focused solely on Carl trying to get to the falls.
Yeah, I can see that. D tier for him it is. I don't know what this next character
Actually,
is.
you know what? Fuck it. I'm voting for E tier on him because if he unironically would make the movie better in his absence, I can't argue like
Yeah,
very well because I can think of one good scene with him, and other than that, I would rather have the movie without him.
yeah, I definitely agree. And I do not know this next character.
I'm trying to think. I think I've seen that character.
We do have a lot of characters to get through, so we can't.
We'll circle back to him because I think I know who he is, but I'm not certain.
All right, and I think this next character is from Aristocats. I think. I want to say.
Let me just.
Never saw it. I can't have an opinion on that one.
Tossing homeboy in who?
No, he is not the Aristocats villain. I think he is. Let me see. I'm trying to think of the thing. It's let me pull up the villain for this. There's so many Disney villains that sometimes they blend together.
Yeah, a couple of the more
He
generic
is
ones.
William Bill Sykes from Oliver and Company, and he is going straight into A tier for me.
Okay, I actually remember. Okay, he kind of gets like tossed together with a couple of other like criminal mob bosses for me, but I do now remember him actually having some pretty cool like smoking aesthetics to him.
I might just be overrating Oliver and Company, because I do really, really love that movie.
Mm.
But specifically, his and his dog's death scenes towards the end of the fucking movie are some of the most brutal in all of Disney. Like,
Dude, it's all coming back to me. I actually do remember that being kind of wacky.
like a high speed chase scene on a New York subway like rail system, pushing the dogs off onto the electrified tracks and getting to see on screen as their bodies get zapped through the air and ran over by a fucking train, and then him having to look dead on as he gets plowed by the subway was not something 8-year-old me was prepared for, but it happened.
It kind of just hit us all. All right, we can toss homeboy in A. Hell yeah. All right, we got homie. We got butt
F.
cluck. Butt cluck.
F,
F.
that motherfucker
F.
right now.
Actually, wait, boys, wait.
Add row.
Hell yeah.
Butt cluck. Like, just him.
Fuck Buck.
Dude, I hate that movie, and he's like 90% of the reason why.
But I hate that movie, and it is a movie that I already hated, made worse by his existence. Like, I hate everything about that movie. Dude, them trying to spin that one girl getting her mind wiped and getting hypno fucking raped by the pig as a good thing made me hate the movie more. But the fact that that is second fiddle to fucking Buck Cluck says a lot. Holy shit.
I haven't seen the movie since second grade, so what you just said sounded like fan fiction, and I'm all here for it. That is
Yeah,
insane.
so at the very
Ryan, we do not have time to go into Chicken Little. This is a big tier list.
it's so fucking bad.
I understand. We need to all rewatch Chicken Little if I remember it being that shitty. All right, Clayton from Tarzan.
Give him a high C.
A tier. High C for Clayton?
Clayton's cool, bro. Like I want to.
Sorry. Give him a high B. At least a high B for me.
Like we're gonna get shit for not putting him in S for a lot of people, but like personally, he's a low tier A. So I would definitely put him above the Pocahontas guy.
For me, like Clayton's death scene is so good when he's like when Tarzan's telling him to stop chopping the vines and he keeps chopping them and then hangs himself.
Yeah, like it's one of the most iconic deaths in Disney for a reason.
It's wonderful. He suffers from not like super deep characterization, but like Tarzan's a wonderful movie and he is a part of it.
Yeah. It doesn't like the movie does not work without him. And he's like his characterization is very much like just playing as a foil for Tarzan.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, I think that we can agree on a high B tier.
Yeah.
I don't know why the
I
little
think
girl
so.
is on the villain list. I'm gonna be real.
Bro, Darla's great, bro.
F.
Like she's not a villain though, so like she's more of like a 3-minute obstacle in the movie.
I mean, they then again that they
Uh,
build her up as a villain. Like they describe how she's killed multiple fish, and they show flashbacks when she's done it before. But like, there's no other like character dynamic to her. She's just a little girl that doesn't know how to fucking treat her fish right. So it's F. She's not
Yeah,
who.
like
We all know who she is. It's just.
You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
no, like Darla serves fine as a plot device.
Mm.
I just don't think that Finding Nemo actually has a villain, and they just kind of wanted to include Finding Nemo, and so threw her on there. Like the biggest villain from Finding Nemo is the fish that ate all of the fucking babies at the beginning of it.
Yeah, or the Australian dentist could also be like. That's the thing. Finding Nemo has obstacles. It doesn't have an antagonist really,
Yeah.
which is fine because like Finding Nemo is pretty much perfect as is.
Yeah. Like it doesn't need a villain. There's your Aristocats guy, by the way. Like he's
I'm a toss homeboy in F. Is everyone okay with that?
I mean, for me, it's a who. I never saw the Aristocats.
same for me. I've never seen Aristocats. I don't know much about him.
Yeah, he's
Do you
just
know anything
kinda,
about him?
he's just kind of generic, nothing special there. Sheriff Little John from obviously freaking Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Never saw it.
C
That's
tier.
fine. He's literally he's basically compelled by his voice actor alone, and that's it.
Actually, probably D tier. I'm putting too much emphasis on the Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest.
True.
Like,
Yeah, I agree. Who is this? Who's this?
I can't recognize him off the top of my head.
Doesn't matter. Bye bye. Going into who? Who is this? Don't know. Bye bye. Going into who? Who is
No,
this?
no, no. That is Black Cauldron. Uh, he's probably D tier,
Okay. Okay.
which is going to be controversial. Like, tons of people put him S tier, and I don't know why. He is a fantastic design, but he is unironically worse than the gargoyle just because he's basically just introduced, does nothing, and then like exits the plot.
Yeah, I personally don't know anything about him, but I can definitely I can see where you're coming from on that one. Uh,
Black
I
Cauldron is one of those classic films that doesn't really hold up.
I'll check it out one day just so I can make my own opinion on it. I assume this is something from some kind of adaptation of Sleepy Hollow, but I don't know what.
Yeah, that's just the Headless Horseman. So
A
iconic, like he's an iconic character. The Disney version of him is incredibly interesting. I would say high B
Okay, cool.
because he's
That's
not like a written in a way that is any different from any other interpretation. It's just kind of like the childhood memory of the Headless Horseman for a lot of people is tied to the Disney version.
All right. Sounds good to me. I don't know what this thing is.
hold on, that is the second dinosaur you put into who?
I don't know how they got here. I don't know what they're from.
I've seen
What
the
are they?
I've seen the dinosaur movie, but yeah, like they belong in F.
Sure. It sounds good to me.
Yeah, because they exist. I've seen it, but again, it's just fucking dinosaurs.
No, just put it in an F. Just put them out. You don't need to like have the running joke.
It's done. It's done, buddy. It's done.
Dinos.
It's
No,
done.
because that ruins the point of the fucking tier list. Put them back up there. You're making Buck seem better because he's ahead of characters.
It's done, big guy. It's done.
I'm fine with this now.
Okay, now I am wishing I was screen recording. All right, who's this guy?
Not a damn clue.
Put 'em in who?
All right, bye bye, bye bye, buddy. This looks like my ex-wife. Bye bye, bitch. Who is this, bro?
That is the villain from Meet the Robinsons, I believe, or at least one of them.
Good sir, that is not animated in the Meet the Robinsons style at all.
Put 'em in who? I
I
don't know who that
The
is.
resolution is very, very low.
Do what?
The resolution on our end is fairly low, so I can't really make out most of it. I do
Alright, bro.
recognize the next guy somewhat, though. I think
Yep.
that's King John, right?
Yes, I believe that's the king from Robin Hood. I've got a dirty thumb.
Yeah, that's Prince John. Personally, he's probably one of the funniest Disney villains, which gives him a lot of points.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I think probably low A.
All right, good for me. I know this character's name is Radigan, but I could not tell you what he's from.
Radigan is from the Great Mouse Detective, and he is an
Okay.
S tier villain.
Are you? Bro is not going in the same place with Frollo, bro. Are you smoking top shelf Zod, bro?
Radigan is one of the only Disney villains that is genuinely intimidating in his movie.
All right, that's fair. I will be. Apparently, I'm watching The Great Mouse Detective tonight.
Holy shit, is that GLaDOS?
No, that is.
That is-
I know.
No, that's I think its name is Wheel or something. Otto from
From Wall-E.
from Wall-E. Actually, a pretty intimidating, cool villain.
Yeah, I was just trying to think. Do you belong in a?
I think that he's an intimidating and cool villain. I just don't like some of the writing around him, in all honesty.
I give him like a low B.
Okay, And let's be honest, like he's definitely a ripoff of HAL 9000 from 2001: Space
he's
Odyssey.
Yeah, absolutely he is.
yeah. It's just Hal.
And they don't even really do a unique twist with it. He's just HAL.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like,
uh,
don't get me wrong. I love Wally, but I did not need the villain. He's in a very similar situation to our E tier character, but he's interesting enough to, like, the fact that they just have Hal is a bonus, so he doesn't go in E tier.
yeah, I definitely agree. I'll toss Homeboy in B. And next we have Mayor Bellwether from Zootopia.
Personally, A tier.
I would go B just because I'm not a huge fan of Disney's twist villains. I find them to be a little bit predictable, but her writing is kind of solid.
And I'm mostly giving it for the speech there, like near the end of it, where she's basically and like her whole plan is so intensely convoluted and just she's unironically one of the most evil on the list, trying to start and like I know it's at the same thing like someone tried to start a race war, but she's the first like her version of I'm gonna start a race war is just she's the CIA in like the 1960s putting crack into the inner cities. Like she's actually just that evil.
Yeah, no, she's actually handled fairly well, and the modern animation like animates her wool like very. There's a lot of detail to it, so like aesthetically, her character works. I think she's great. I think she's a pretty good character. A sounds good to me.
Alright.
Now we've got Bowler Hat Guy, which is the easiest S I've ever seen.
Eh,
Like one of the most entertaining on the list for certain.
For me, like it's his writing, like realizing that he's Goob, uh, from the beginning of the movie, was such a great twist that I did not see coming.
I hate Disney's twist villains. They never make sense.
eh.
By the
Because-
way,
Because they're all trying to be Goob, bro. They're all trying to be Bowler Hat Guy. S. All right, Captain Hook.
Very iconic.
C tier personally. Iconic, but I like.
Iconic, but
I don't know,
generic.
dude. There's
Yeah.
Very run
like
of the mill.
he's the perfect average villain to me.
Yeah.
Mm. I have nothing to say about Captain Hook. Like, I love pirates, and he's weirdly enough one of the most famous ones, but I don't know I don't really care about him.
All right.
Skinner.
S
Chef.
S S S.
What? Bro, what do you mean?
He is not the S tier villain here. He is like of that movie. I think he's a good B tier.
Justin, you're gonna have to argue for S for Skinner.
Listen, it's more about personal
The
enjoyment.
movie is
and
S tier. He is not.
I legit thought, granted, what was the food critic in that movie?
Anton
Anton
Ego.
Ego.
He was much better, to be fairly honest with you. So like, if we had
Mm.
both of them in S tier, the chef here would be very last. But I don't know. I just found his character to be kind of funny. Personal enjoyment.
He is okay. Having like a 2 foot tall French dude like speaking like insultingly throughout the movie is very funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Especially like when
We're-
the main character turns around, he's
Towards
like,
the end of this,
"Welcome
we're
to
gonna need
hell."
move.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, I'd say A tier is what I'm willing to give him.
One can get too comfortable with vegetables, you know.
We're definitely going to need to move some people around towards the end of this because we're getting very high, like top side weighted. Granted, I do think that Disney does a genuinely good job with their villains most of the time. Cruella de Vil is not one of those times.
No, not at all.
Okay, Cruella de Vil is functioning basically completely off of aesthetic, and that's it. There's not much there. And she's mean to puppies, and that's just kind of cringe. I don't like that.
F.
Like her, she was a bad villain made worse by her live action, and not even counting the live action remake, like or her origin story into the things. but she's just as a character just not interesting or anything in the slightest. She's just a rich girl who wants to buy fucking Dalmatian puppies and skin them alive.
Okay, however, for Disney to go that hard on a character goal is kind of cool, and she's got an awesome name, so she's going in E.
Yeah, I'm willing
yeah,
to go E
I'll
tier.
give you that.
Actually, I'll put her above Up Guy. Because she is a core part of the movie. Without
Yeah.
her, it doesn't function.
Mm.
Whereas he just makes the movie noticeably worse.
Okay, that's fine with me. The actual bowler hat itself that Lewis creates at the beginning of the movie, cool part, but obviously there's not really a character there.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It's just kind of there. So F tier.
Dr. Felicia.
S.
S.
Thank
S.
you. Yeah. Dude, Keith David.
High S.
Keith David is a god in voice acting.
Like, the other side isn't one of the only ones that contends with Hellfire for me. It's just so good.
Yeah, and absolutely. And Dr. Felicia also has the benefit that he is the last 2D hand-drawn Disney villain before they went full like 3D models.
And boy, did they pop the fuck off.
Yeah, seriously. So they did great there. Keith David elevates the character like 2 whole tiers, though, I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember his name, but the villain from Coco, which is a movie that I actually think is fantastic.
I'm gonna give him.
I love Coco.
I'm gonna give him A.
I did not.
I like his character.
Yeah.
Let me say this. The plot twist with this villain actually did take me by surprise.
Really?
How?
Yeah,
I saw it coming personally.
Yeah, it's a very predictable twist. I think the movie Coco is fantastic. I think he as a character is upper B tier.
I'll allow that. That's good.
I'm glad we're all 3 Coco pilled, though. That's nice to know. Because that movie's fantastic.
Absolutely, it is.
This bitch from frickin' Incredibles 2, which I don't care about that movie at all.
Never even saw it.
She's D tier.
Yeah, like... Oh, guys, it's time. It's time, boys.
Gaston.
It's time for Gaston.
A tier.
What did you just say, you little shit? No. Like actually square up. Like, what did you just say? Like, do you want me to recite the entire song? Because I will.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Grab a drink. Yeah, called the bluff there, didn't I, retard? A tier.
Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here'd love to be you, Gaston, especially when taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's all inspired by you, and it's not very hard to see why. No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's neck is incredibly thick as Gaston, for there's no man in town half as manly, perfect a pure paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they'd prefer to be on. That's all I know by heart. I know bits and pieces from the rest of it.
You did a damn good job. I figured that you just Googled it or some shit from that point, but you know.
No, like I'm also lying. I know the whole Gaston song. I just wanted, I know it's gonna be too long if I sing the whole thing.
Lower S. Like
right.
I don't want to put him like higher tier, higher than people like Radigan or Dr. Facilier.
Mm.
But it's interesting because Gaston, from his perspective, from everything that he fucking knows, he's not the villain. Like, from his perspective, some dude just kidnapped one of the French people in town, and he's just going to help, and he ends up falling to his death.
Okay, there is the aspect that Gaston was in this for cheeks as well, so that's also an aspect.
Yeah, but like, I mean, let's be real here. If you were like, his character motivation of like, I want to fuck Belle played into it, but he also like heard she got kidnapped and was locked away in a tower with a monster and immediately squared up.
And dude, and the fact that he just like he it's also like LeFou is one of my favorite sidekick characters just because seeing like he's such a little shrimp just next to this absolute paragon of a man. Like Gaston is the like when people talk these days about, oh, like the word toxic masculinity got made up in the last like 10 years by like woke liberals. But no, like Disney was cooking. Gaston is the definition of toxic masculinity. It's just very fun to watch.
Hades.
Hades is
hey,
like
Hades.
hey.
Justin's like a dog with a bone. Hey,
Like,
I love Hades.
so Hades is
I love
one
Hades.
of the best. Hades is one of the best villains in Disney, held back by a mediocre movie.
Yes, absolutely.
Dude, because who cares about Hercules, bro?
Like, yeah, I would say at least a high A, probably S tier.
Toss Homeboy in S. He's going in S.
I agree with that.
Like, I like him more than Gaston personally.
And all right, Hans. Hans is like an F.
Yeah.
So Hans is strange to me because I like the premise. I dislike the execution. He's a twist villain that, like, if executed correctly, it would have been fantastic. But his plan would have been perfect if he just didn't do it that way. Like, if he just shut the fuck up, let
Yeah,
let her die without bragging about it,
right?
and then just went and killed Elsa like he's just king. But nah, he just had to really rub it into Anna right there at the end.
Yeah, he's an incredible and on top of that, like his character
And,
has no screen presence.
Yeah. Like, his song with Anna at the beginning of the movie is, like, one of those, in hindsight, very, very interesting ones.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the visual of him being behind Elsa raising the sword with a fucking grin on his face is really, like, cool. But just the general dumbassery of, like, how he went about his master plan, like, how well he was playing it up to the final fucking hurdle felt very out of character. So I'm probably gonna go upper E tier for him. Like, because I don't think he's a nothing character like the F tier is. He had a point, and he doesn't make the movie outright worse. He's just the guy they kind of, like, they needed him to be beaten, and so they had him fuck up for no reason. And they
Yeah.
didn't even, like, he didn't even get, like, a good comeuppance. Like, he doesn't get, like, the death for the villain from Tarzan, where he's not exactly, like, the best villain, but his death is so iconic that you can't not put him on there. Like, he ends the movie in jail.
Like, yippee, bud, you're getting incarcerated. I'm not gonna remember that in like T-minus 2 days. Whereas, like, Clayton's death lives rent-free in my head. Alright. Rest in peace to Homeboy. We got Hopper. We got Hopper from A Bug's Life.
High A, low S.
Writing wise, yeah, S tier for me.
He's very, very intimidating.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go high A personally, just because, like, I will say that I find his death to be a little bit too disturbing and gratuitous for a kid's movie. I just don't like it, but that's just me. Disturbing ass character, though.
Yeah.
Alright, are we moving on?
Yep.
Alright, Jafar?
Personally, C tier. He's a passable villain, but nothing more.
I like Jafar
Very
significantly
much-
more. I would go A personally. What about you, Justin?
Put him in C. Very generic. He is in the movie where the side character is better than both him and the main character.
All right,
When I
fine.
say that without Genie, you can't sneak him into B tier. Put him down there.
Okay, no. It's an aggregate. You said C, he said C, I said A. So now I'm going to say S, and it evens out at B. Yay!
Did you just change your opinion to get a result?
He evens out at B. Yippee. Let's go. Moving on.
All right. Long John Silver from Treasure Planet.
I've never seen it. I've heard it's one of the best Disney movies of all time.
It has been a long time since I've seen that film, but I remember enjoying it a hell of a lot.
Yeah, there are some fantastic scenes in Treasure Planet. I think as a villain, Long John Silver is upper B tier.
Okay.
He has some of the most iconic lines in Disney.
Mm.
And like as a movie, Treasure Planet is probably one of my favorites. But comparing him to some of the other villains on the list, he's not quite as strong.
Okay. I can definitely see that. I personally have not seen the movie, but it's my number one. Like, it's the top Disney movie on my list that I haven't seen that I want to see.
All right.
Also, real quick, how do you guys feel about the idea of limiting how many characters we can have in S? Like, what if we say we can only have 10 in there?
Oh yeah, like because we're gonna after we're done with the tier list, we definitely got to discuss like where everybody is ranking. So, like,
All right.
we have like I'm expecting by the end of this everything to be somewhat ordered.
All right. King Candy.
But this guy's going in S.
King Candy?
Actually,
Or also known
that's
as
me
Turbo?
putting. Yeah, that's like I love the movie, but he's the weakest part of it. Like, I love everything about Wreck-It Ralph.
I think
but-
Wreck-It Ralph is perfect.
Like Turbo is A tier for me. Like I want to put him S tier because I love the film so much, but he's not as good as the people in S tier.
Yeah, like, if we're talking about the cast of the 5 main characters, he's by far the weakest.
Yeah, and like the only if they had done the twist a little bit sooner and had him being more
Active.
proactive throughout the film,
Mm.
like he would be higher up in the list, but he's not. So, you know. All right.
I don't know her evil stepmother. I've never seen Cinderella.
See.
All
She's-
right. Lotso hugging bear, bro. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Fucking straight into S tier with that one.
Justin, what's your opinion?
Absolutely. Shoot his ass in this to S tier.
Well, welcome to Sunnyside, folks. Dude, Lotso's just so entertaining and intimidating and excellent, and I love the scene where he almost lets the main cast die in an incinerator. Where's your kid now, Sheriff? It's
It's
awesome.
just so good.
Like, why is the Toy Story trilogy so amazing?
All right. Maleficent.
Don't care.
Low B.
I like the movie with Angelina Jolie. I only said don't care because I've never seen this particular version of the story.
I think low B works as well.
Like she's one
Okay.
of those like generic like evil villains, but Disney did her right in this
She-
movie.
Okay.
She became the generic. Like she
Yeah.
was the villain that kind of like created the tropes. So you have to put respect on her name for that. But she's not she's not very interesting as a singular character beyond that.
Yeah,
Now this one though, this one coming up
Mother Gothel.
is
Mother Gothel kind of slamming.
Mother Gothel is. I'll just say, I'll just try to say S tier because, like, holy shit, is she an intimidating fucking villain? Like, she is the definition of gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Gaslight, gatekeep, give me your fucking hair.
Mother Gothel is literally just Ryan in a woman's body.
Get to the tower, bitch. We're being immortal.
Yeah, no, she's great. Tangled is just an incredibly entertaining film. I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah. And then they had the Tangled series afterward that makes it better. And like it's absurd.
I didn't watch it. Is it only one season?
I think it's like 3. And it has the best Disney song of all time in it, so
I am down to check it out. Also, what is this thing?
I don't know. It looks like some sort of amalgamation that Psychic Pebbles would put together. He looks like a somehow more deformed Charlie.
Alright, bro is going in. Who? Oogie Boogie, bro. Literally Oogie Boogie. S tier.
S all the way.
S, bro. Ryan, opinions?
And S tier. Like it's Oogie Boogie. You can't not.
Dude, if we're talking absolute pure entertainment value, I think Oogie's just the best villain to ever come out of Disney.
Let's see. The Red Queen from
I give
yeah.
Like, the creator, like...
I love
Go on.
I love the story. I'm not gonna include the creator in it because if we're including the creator in it, it's F tier, but like her as a character, probably in the middle of B tier.
I'd about to say the same thing.
Okay. She kind of made the term off with their head, like, iconic, but other than that, there's not much there.
Yeah.
Randall, my boy.
A tier. High A, at least.
Bro, he's voiced by Steve
I put him
Buscemi.
low A. I put him low A. Like he's not as interesting as a character as like the other villain from Monsters Inc. or Ants, or he's under the Oliver and Company guy for me.
Did you just say ants?
A Bug's Life. I'm fucking.
About to say, it's not Disney, but Ant's villain is... That movie's fucking amazing, by the way.
Yeah, the Ants villain is on a like they have a very similar design, but he's just the better version of that character.
Absolutely.
In all honesty.
Damn, I feel like...
As a matter of fact, I rated him in A because I had gotten the two mixed up. Put that motherfucker in B.
Alright, bye, Hopper. Bye, buddy. Bye, buddy. Okay. Who is this thing?
Treasure Planet, the secondary villain.
Toss him in, like, C or something?
No, put him slightly below. Like, he's right up there with Long John Silver. So just put him side by side. Has one of the only Disney characters to have a murder on screen, and it be one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen.
Damn. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
He outright gave me a phobia, so...
I'm excited to see what kind when I watch the film. Shere Khan. I think the Jungle Book is like a masterpiece, but I think Shere Khan's the weakest part of it.
I'm gonna be real, this is gonna be controversial, but C tier. Like I love the Jungle Book, but like you said, he's the weakest part of it. He's not very intimidating, and
not very funny.
Yeah.
So, rest in
Siamese
peace.
cats, F tier to me.
They're also like I mean, we don't even need to talk about the Siamese cats. We know why they're controversial.
like I don't even really care about that aspect. They just make the movie worse overall. Like they're not interesting villains.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, here's an A tier.
Yeah, Stinky Pete is pretty great. Justin?
Get back in the box. We're going mint tier.
I find the idea of like the fact that the main or secondary to main antagonist is in the box the whole time to just be like so interesting.
I give him a high A.
Yeah.
I put him above Randall, personally.
That's fine with me.
Actually, yeah, above Turbo. Yeah, that works.
All right, boys, it's time. Syndrome, baby.
S.
S.
Yeah.
If everyone's super, no one will be.
God,
He's-
we're gonna have to shoot someone out of S tier eventually, and it's gonna be the most painful thing.
Oh, I know. Like,
Because we have like 4 of them coming up.
yeah, we do. So let's get some of these out of the way. The Evil Queen. The Evil Queen F, I guess.
E.
All right,
Very
Ursula.
basic.
S tier. Actually, A tier, personally. I love Ursula. She has a fantastic song. But, like, oh, if I throw her in S tier, she's one of the first people I shoot, so.
Okay, that's fair. Justin, what are you feeling?
Yeah, A tier.
All right.
Her death scene is, fucking, like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, with the ship like slamming into her stomach.
Yeah, that is. It was absurd. Like, I don't really like the Little Mermaid, but I loved her as a villain. And her death was fucking brutal.
No, the Little Mermaid is literally just waifu bait. Like that's it. And Ursula's cool. That is all.
Yeah. Yzma is S tier to me.
Yzma's
Just in
great.
entertainment value brings her up to S tier for me.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Wrong lever.
Dude, why is Kronk not on here, bro?
He's not a villain.
But if he was, he would be solid S.
If he was, he'd be the first one in S.
Because I love Kronk. All right, who is this?
I think that's the villain. Yeah, that's Tiberius from Atlantis, which is one of the most talked about ones that I've actually never seen before, unfortunately, so I can't rank him.
Yeah.
I have never seen it either.
From who? Sorry.
That really sucks. Scar.
Give him
S.
make a new category for him specifically, saying like, we know he's great, don't hang us. We've never seen the movie. There we go.
It is done.
That's a long, and just throw him down in there.
I've lost track of him. Wait,
He's at the end of who? There
All
you
right.
go.
We got Scar, the legend himself.
Yeah. S tier. Just throw him up there.
Just toss homeboy up there. Justin, what about you? What about Scar?
S tier.
All right. This Mongolian
D
guy.
tier.
This Mongolian guy from what's his name?
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know. D tier.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just say this: late '90s CGI was not ready for Sid.
Sid is a very interesting villain. Like he's C tier for me because he's not an intimidating villain. He's not even really a villain. But
because he doesn't know
he
the
works
toys
as
are
a
alive.
very good he works as a very good opposing force. In reality, like Woody and Buzz just decided to traumatize a small child. Nothing he's doing, like, we've all fucked around with toys when we were kids. Like, we are Sid. We just fucked around with them. No one was Andy. Are you kidding me?
Like the amount of toys that I've just strapped like fireworks to just to see what would happen.
Yeah, like,
So like I actually find Sid interesting from that point of view. I don't know. I actually really think he's a good character. I would go B for him personally.
Yeah, he's a good character. He's not a good villain to me, though. Is the thing. Like he's not. When I'm ranking villains on here, I think more about like how good of an opposing force are they as well. And Sid's big sin is that he plays with his toys a bit too rough.
But as an audience member, it definitely has a certain creepiness to it that I think is very good.
Sure.
Uh,
I can accept a B tier then.
yeah, and I don't know this next character.
I don't either.
All right, bye bye, buddy. And I don't know this next one either.
I've seen her posted. I've never seen the show.
All right, bye bye, buddy. Or ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I don't know this one either.
Do you know them, Justin? That one, redheaded girl.
Looks familiar, but I don't know.
All right, well, put it in who, and put that next motherfucker in F tier.
Why are you tossing Robert Callahan in F tier, bro?
I
I'm actually getting
so
like
Big
upset.
Heroes. So Big Hero 6 is a fantastic movie that to me is held back by a villain that is so painfully generically written.
Okay, I'll say this. Callahan's motivations make no sense. The twist villain thing makes no sense. I don't care because the idea of a character using nanobots as a weapon is too cool. So he's going in S. I'm joking. I'll toss him. Can I at least put him in like C?
You admitted that his writing is awful. Just because his design is cool does not mean we can throw him up there. Like,
He's
we
going in
gave
S. He's
And
going in
at least put him in low E.
S.
Just put him in the E tier.
All right, buddy. Why can't you guys just let me have fun for once in my life? Dang it. All right. I don't even need to hear anything from either of you.
Yeah, just throw that man in S.
All right, Anton Ego is going in S with absolutely no questions.
All right. And the last guy, I could not fucking figure out who he was, so I put him in who.
Bye bye, buddy. You suck. You're going with Buck. All right, so I say we can only have 10 S's and 10 A's. How about that?
I'd say so. S tier is like the pinnacle. I think we need to definitely like scroll down a bit. We have a very top side heavy list at the moment. We need to start pushing some motherfuckers down.
Okay, but yeah, we need to do that. We need to figure out like how many can be in a certain tier.
I think so. I think 5 for S personally.
Okay.
10 for A, 10 for B, and just like so basically 5S, 10 everything else.
Okay, sounds perfect for me. All right, who's the first person who's leaving S?
For me, it's either Gaston or Radigan.
Justin?
Go Gaston.
I can live with that. Gaston and Radigan are leaving S. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, 6 of these homeboys have to go.
Yeah, that's painful, isn't it? And then we gotta move people even further down the list. Because there's not gonna be enough room in A tier for them either.
Okay. I vote Mother Gothel to leave.
I do too. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Oh, man.
That's a painful one.
But it's a necessary one, is it not?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Let Justin give a non-negotiable.
A non-negotiable for me would be Oogie Boogie.
All right, that's fine with me. He has an amazing song, and the fact that he was filled with bugs the whole time is so creepy and cool.
All right.
Um,
So
okay, we are not getting the black vote because bye bye, Dr. Felicia.
I was going to give him my fucking no go because I know the Frollo's safe. So I'm giving my no go to Dr. Facilier.
Okay, so just to be clear, you're still safe with the black community. Justin is safe with the black community. I just got ousted.
You just jumped the gun on that one, buddy.
Okay, Felicia is staying. Oh my god. All right. Okay. So my non-negotiable is
I don't think
ego.
we can have a no. I don't think we can have a non-negotiable on this one. In all honesty, like we have too many characters to like move around.
Honestly, I would
I
suggest
guess-
bowler hat guy go to A.
Eat my ass.
Yeah.
I love Bowler
Yeah.
Hat Guy. I think he's fantastic. He's the only one on the top row with good writing. That I just lied. What am I saying? He's one of the best ones on the top row with
Like,
great
in my honest
writing.
opinion, the only ones I feel like cannot move from S is Scar.
Scar has to go, bro. Like he's going. Rest in peace to homeboy.
No, he's too well written. And he is a like when you say S is quintessential villains,
okay,
Scar is quintessential.
Okay, Scar is a fantastic Disney villain, but well written.
I mean, okay,
He,
I'm halfway between you two because I think that he's surviving off of entertainment value mostly. His motivation is
Yeah.
kind of basic, but he's just so fun to watch.
yeah, like I don't have an issue having him an S tier. Like he deserves an S tier, but he is carried by a very, very good vocal performance,
Hmm.
a very good design, and an intimidating screen presence. His motivations and everything else are not nearly as good or interesting as someone like
Syndrome.
Frollo or Syndrome. Yeah, like Syndrome is probably of that top row, like the best motivation,
Most unique motivation
and,
as well.
like most, yeah. Like I don't think, like if I'm putting my 5 4 S tier up here, it's like Frollo, Facilier, Ego, the Bear, and Syndrome.
Okay, let's all just say this out loud. Hades and Yzma have to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I'm
obvious.
It hurts.
I'm so sorry. Bye bye. All right, I'm willing to accept that you guys aren't quite as into Meet the Robinsons as I am, and I will go ahead and toss Bowler Hat Guy into A, even though it'll hurt. All right, it's done.
You're a great movie, but unfortunately, we have to kill someone.
All right, so now we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to get rid of 2. Okay. Let's think about it like this. The worst writing here is Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie is existing purely off of entertainment. However, he is so entertaining and he is animated so well that I don't know if he can leave. And Justin had already said he was a non-negotiable.
And personally, for this list, I don't believe the non-negotiable rule. Like, if you want to shoot Dr. Facilier because both of you agree that he deserves A tier, go ahead. Personally, I'm with Ian on that Oogie Boogie is, like, the most entertaining villain. Besides, like, personally, I think Hades is slightly more entertaining in terms of, like, writing and quips and everything. But Oogie Boogie is, in terms of animation, one of Tim Burton's best.
Mm-hmm. I would also like to say that Ego is the only character here with a character arc. Which is
Oh yeah,
cool.
Ego is completely safe for me.
Okay, good. I was kind of, I didn't want to mention it. I didn't want to like imply, but like I'm very glad that you also really like the character.
Yeah, like like the ones that are completely safe in that tier to me are Syndrome, Frollo, Ego, and the Bear.
Lotso.
Yeah, I just call him the Bear because he's so disgusting that I cannot say his name without gagging a little bit. The man is a toy Hitler.
But so entertaining. All right, so we have to get rid of 2. Justin, what's your vote for?
Fuck, I don't know. Listen,
Good God. Okay.
as long as Oogie Boogie stays in, I'll let you guys decide who the next 2 goes out.
Okay, I'm getting rid of
I'm
Scar.
not gonna lie, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We gotta kill one more person after Scar too. Like, and Oogie Boogie's looking like a real fat target.
Nah, okay. Alright. I like how these characters symbolize different things that we like in characters. Like, it's cool to me how Oogie Boogie can have no good writing, but have tons of great stuff about him, and Ego can, like, be not super entertaining, but incredibly well written, and they can both be S tier. Damn. Okay. Felicier's going. Bye-bye, buddy. A tier.
All right.
I can live with that.
I thought I was gonna get pushback, Ryan.
I said if you both agree with sending Felicier down to A tier, like, it's your heart. The black community is going after you guys. I went up to bat for him.
Okay. Bye, doctor. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Just, I would not check your mailbox directly for the next couple of weeks, but
Alright, now A tier can
because
only...
like I'm sending a package.
Honestly. Alright, now A tier can only have 10. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We have to get rid of 7 characters. Let's make this quick shot.
Get rid of King John. I throw him down.
Alright, throw him down. Stinky Pete.
Randall probably. Yeah, Stinky Pete and Randall can probably go down.
Bellwether.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 more have to go. Justin, what do you say for A tier?
King Candy.
Yeah, throw Turbo down to B.
All right. A couple more. I can't speak on Radigan, personally. Okay, Skinner has to go down.
Yeah, he cannot escape.
1, 2, 3. 1 more has to go.
No.
You put him back at A tier, or we all die. You know what? Bowler hat guy.
Okay, so anyway, bye everyone. Anti-Think Tank will be coming out on Friday.
I'm saying Hades.
Alright, no. Damn, dude, you're cold with
Hades
it.
over Yzma or Ursula? I think Hades is like way more entertaining than Yzma or Ursula.
Yeah, it's Ursula.
Actually, you know what? We're fucking crazy. The guy from Oliver and Company, throw him down to B.
Bye, buddy. All right, now.
Wrong one. That's Radigan. Put him back. The guy with the smoke.
Oh, bye, buddy.
There we go. All right, easy.
All right, now B tier. B tier's the last one we have to do. We only have to get this one down to 10. Clayton is going to C.
And Clayton and Coco can both go down.
This guy from Pocahontas is going down. The guy from Sleepy Hollow is going down. I don't even know how.
Bring Pocahontas guy back up to B because of the ones, he's the most interesting of that one. Bring Jafar down personally.
Bring the Red Queen down.
Maleficent, bring it down
Just
to C.
skipped over that one.
Do what, Justin?
Maleficent, bring down the C.
All right, and I don't even know how HAL 9000 got here. Oh, we just have to get rid of 2 now. What about this henchman, bro, from freaking Treasure Planet?
Yeah, bring him down to C.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just have to get rid of one. We're all looking at Skinner. At least I am.
We're looking at Skinner and Sid. Like, just shoot Skinner.
I feel bad because Justin went up to bat for Skinner earlier.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right.
We got the approval. Shoot him. Kill the Frenchman.
All right, that is the list. All right, so to everyone listening, Ryan, go ahead and
We still have to order some shit.
I'm tired.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Nobody goes into a video like this and is like, "Oh, that one's an S tier. I'm happy with that. We need the ordering."
Okay, how do you like this ordering for S?
Oogie Boogie in last, I'm fine with. I put Frollo in first.
Just for the, I can live with that. I can live with that. I think they're both great.
All right. Put Facilier up near the front of A. Put Ursula down near the bottom of it. He's good. He's decent where he is. Put Mother Gospel up a little bit.
How's that looking?
Throw Radigan up a little bit, and then you're good.
All right. I like Hades more than Yzma.
Yeah. And then I think Turbo goes up to the front of B.
All right. Where was I? Okay.
Because we're going for like a top 20, so we just need the ordering for the 5 on B tier. And we should be set. Personally, just move the Oliver and Kogai into like the 5th place for like the 20th spot, and we should be good, in all honesty.
I would definitely put Randall above the Prince.
Sure, we can go for that.
It is Steve Buscemi after all. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, everyone. To anyone listening, and Justin, if you want to post this as a as just a separate little highlight from the episode or whatever you want to do, these are our top 20 Disney villains of all time, going from 20 down to 1. Ryan or Justin, do you want to count? You want to count it down from 20?
Sure. Let's make sure we have like correct names. So for number 20, we have William Bill Sykes from Oliver and Company. Randall at 19 from Monsters, Inc. Long John Silver from Treasure Planet at 18. Sid at number 17. Turbo at number 16. Ursula at number 15. Gaston at number 14. I forgot his fucking name.
Water Noose.
Water Noose at number 14. Radigan at number 13. Scar at number 12. Mother Gospel at number 11. Yzma at 10.
Mother Gothel.
Look, whenever she speaks, it's fucking gospel, okay?
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Yzma, Hades, Bowler Hat Guy, Dr. Facilier,
And then number 5?
Oogie Boogie. We have Oogie Boogie at number 5.
We got Lotso Huggin Bear at number 4.
Yeah, that was me spitting at lots.
Homie hates Lotso. We got Syndrome at number 3 from Incredibles.
Anton Ego at number 2. And then Count Frollo at number 1.
Count Claude Frollo at number 1. So yeah, our top 20 Disney villains. Something that pretty much everyone on YouTube has done at this point, so we might as well.
I'm surprised I've never seen Hunchback, Justin.
I know. I feel like I should have by now, but that'll be on the list.
And Treasure Planet is on my list. We all learned something new today. And Ryan has to watch frickin' Atlantis.
Man, I really hope Radigan's a good villain because I've never seen him.
Man, dude, I really hope Ego's a good villain because I have never seen Ratatouille a single time in my life. I'm, I'm joking. It's literally like in my pronouns, I don't have he him. I have Ratatouille enjoyer.
Anyway, I'm fucking tired. I gotta wake up in like 7 hours and go annoy Ian in real life. So
All right, sounds good. Everyone have a great rest of your night, and forget to subscribe to our Patreon for $5 a month. You can get Ryan to come into your house with Cricket, and he'll just kind of throw his manic puppy on you.
it's a great time. 3 people have been scarred.
Don't forget to smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, and have a great night, everyone.
I'm gonna go hang myself at that one. Have a good night, everyone.